Hi, welcome back to Tao of Twang. I'm Dave. So this is the second installment in this 3-video series. We're using the same backing track. It's this A to D groove. And it was just a couple days ago I put the first one out. If you haven't seen that one, that's okay. Check this one out if you like what you see so far and what you hear. And that one, really sets the stage for this one, but they should all make sense on their own as well. But check it out if you're into this one, you'll like that one as well. So then we'll have one more in a couple of days here to finish this off. Now each one of them, getting a little bit looser with it, right? And right away, did you notice something different? Maybe not because I was playing over it, but this is the same backing track as that one from the other day with one thing omitted. So you see there's no rhythm guitar on it, so that's you. Okay, now I'm going to show you some real specific licks here in just a second. But, do your thing, just like we talked about in that other one. Start off by just comping those chords, and instead of doing like a real strict strum pattern with it, kind of lay off of it. And I like to do a lot of stuff between the roots like that. And we're going to talk here a little bit about, some riff ideas that you can do to kind of transition from one chord to the other. Before you know it, you're the only guitarist in this band, and it's grooving, right? And you're getting more out of the bass, and there's more space, for everybody to kind of do their own thing. Now, the loop obviously is very repetitive with the drums and the bass and so forth, but take this to band practice or something, these kinds of concepts, you take some things away, and if you're the only guitarist, at band practice, then, you got it made with this, I guess, one way or another. And even if there's two guitars, can kind of arrange things in a kind of thinned out manner. And that's kind of, typical of these 60s blues, jammy kinds of origins of these sounds, and that's still built upon today a lot by a lot of modern jam bands. So here's what's going on in that intro, just for some ideas. Let's see where we are on this. Short loops, you can always kind of figure it out. So here's what I did. That was the first little thing, right? I don't know if you want to spend time on every one of these licks, but I'm going to go ahead and show them to you. So, and without the track, this is a good kind of off to the side routine to practice, because you can go at your own speed. You can take as long as you want, So you got this kind of almost sort of bluegrass, if you fill all that in with that. Right, kind of a bluesy bass line, a boogie woogie, you know, a lot of styles use these note sequences. I like to start mine on that. Almost a little bit of that US blues, you know, kind of sound there. And, you know, this little just all fits together really nicely right there. But note for note, what I did in that demo was okay. Then that's going to the D. Okay, so let's catch it again. Okay, I went. Kind of, if I went up here with the same sort of idea as the A, and there's just, you know, there's just dozens of different, you know, versions of that kind of boogie woogie stuff that everybody does, you know, different. Some of them are real, you know, well known, you know, the Hot Rod Lincoln, you know, stuff and stuff like that. But, you know, explore that. But your basic skeleton of that stuff is. Coming down to that note, I like to do the. That's that flat 7 for D. Then I did that kind of sliding down thing, and we did some of that, the first half of that, in that first video the other day. But I'm going to show you that complete thing right now. One more time. Okay. Boy, I really like this one. It's kind of simple, but it's cool. You know, sometimes you kind of forget because there's some, you know, where it is, right? You know, just remember this. It's the same finger shape for all of them. So I'm going, it's kind of part of a D chord there, but almost part of a C caged shape, right? Then down to, then up here. Isn't that cool? It's the same shapes on both sets of strings, even with the differential of the G and the B string, which is, I think, is really cool. That's the D going back into the A. Let me put it all in context here. Okay, so I'm kind of showing you the whole deal here. That when I came out of that, sort of like A minor pentatonic, and I did that to show you how you can blend minor pentatonic and major. The last little thing I did up here was like a major pentatonic lick. But I think this is the routine, right? Work on that, and all I did after that was I did a little that little pentatonic, A minor pentatonic thing. I went up to something, some kind of southern style riff on that D, but it was essentially the same idea. Okay, a little toony there, doing a lot of bending on here. So, you know, that's another thing you can do is just transferring from the A to the D, but using those same kind of note sequence. Then the last thing I did in that demo is I went up and just did a little, which is more like a, kind of a higher octave of that A major pentatonic stuff down here. So just a little bit more demonstration here, and I'll start off with that routine, and then I'll go up and do this position, and kind of finish it off here, and just keep it simple, keep it loose. Be patient. Just really have fun with this one, and kind of let go. I mean, get out of your head a little bit on this one, and really left you some space on this backing track to do your stuff. All right, let me know how it goes. Talk to you next time.